Do you ever see a girl who catches your eye and wonder, does she like me? So many guys want to know if there's a surefire way to tell that a girl is into them. The answer, surprisingly enough, is yes, but not without learning what to look out for. And if you're wondering about the signals you're not getting, most men are totally oblivious. The truth is that girls always give off signs of attraction. It's subtle, but there are clues, nonverbal language, touch, and even little behaviors that you'll miss out on if you don't look close enough. And once you learn how to spot these signs and pay attention to them, you'll be in a league of your own, something most men won't be able to do. Now first, here's something really important you should know. Girls, by default, aren't the ones who make the first move, and when I was younger, it took me a while to figure this out. There have been times where I would be around girls who I was meeting for the first time, and often there's one who is sending clear signals that she liked me, but I usually can't figure out what these signals are though. So what you need to remember is that signs without action are completely meaningless. In other words, if you see a girl you like giving these signals and she looks like she wants you, then you need to start taking concrete actions and take the initiative. Now, one of the first subtle signs that a girl likes you is giving you a submissive body language. In most cases, they do this without even noticing. If she finds herself lowering her chin while looking up at you and smiling, it means she likes what she's seeing. Now, if you watch anime, you'll see this gesture of the female character is well versed and indicates a form of submission, which can be seen as an attempt to draw attention. And in girl code, this is when she's generally telling you to come over and chase her. A little bit of chasing is actually fun. It starts the game of attraction. Flirting is what leads to intimacy, where people know each other well enough for things like, well, you know what I'm talking about. Pay close attention when she gives you signs like these, and if it means she likes you back, engage the chase and maybe get her to stop running. Now, acting submissive is a huge signal, which most guys ignore, and it can take on various forms. Still, the secret core message that the girl is always trying to send when doing this is exactly the same. Hey, I'm up for things more adventurous. The other way that girls act submissive when they're attracted to a guy is through body language, like taking up less space and having their limbs closer together. And something else that girls do to show submission is tilt their head and smile. Some other secret ways girls show submission around guys include opening their eyes wider when they look at him. Now, the second subtle sign that almost 100% of girls do is stroking something while they are talking to a guy they like. Many women will fondle an item of jewelry such as a necklace or even the strands of their hair when around a guy they like. So why do they do this? Some say it's a way to release tension because they're feeling nervous, but no one really knows for sure. All you need to know is that there are certain body languages women will show when they're into someone. So the next time you're around a girl who seems nice, pay attention to these signals, and if she does this, it's likely she's attracted to you. The third subtle sign girls do when they like a guy is through verbal communication. Women unconsciously communicate whether they like a man or not by their speech. And one of the subtle signs girls do when they're interested in a guy is talking more. When she's in the presence of someone she finds attractive, all sorts of love chemicals are released in her brain, such as dopamine. A person's brain releases dopamine when they are high, making it the same chemical that is released during addiction. And this sign can be a tad tricky to spot if you're not familiar with how much the girl usually talks when she's around someone who she's not interested in. But if she seems to be making a big effort to keep the conversation going and is doing her best to keep it going, then there's a good chance that she may like you or be attracted to you. Next up is the fourth indicator that a girl might like you. It's that she starts acting in a feminine manner. These days, the signal is so subtle it could go unnoticed. However, if you know what to look for, it's not hard to spot. Though saying when a girl acts more in a feminine way sounds vague, right? However, I can describe this phenomenon as what happens when girls do things in an exaggerated way. For example, instead of just saying something in a typical way, she will express it in an exaggerated way for dramatic effect. And essentially, all men have encountered girls who behave this way. That's the point I'm trying to make when I talk about being feminine. Go spend some time around a group of girls and you will see what I mean. The way they act around one another is very different than when they are alone. The more feminine traits they show with friends, the more, if not the same, will come out while being in the company of a guy they like. You might be wondering why it's important to be able to recognize these signs. Well, if the girl is interested in you, you'll probably see these things happen. Girls will do most of them by default if they like or find you attractive. But this is the catch. If you miss these signs and don't act on them, the girl will quickly move on to someone who does recognize them and will act on them. And while this may not seem fair, it's just simply the nature of the game. So, if you notice these signs and respond promptly, you can avoid mistakes that most guys make and take advantage of opportunities when they come around. And with that, let's end today's video. Make sure to give this video a big thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to After School Psychology. Also, hit the bell icon so you never miss out on future uploads. And I'll see you guys for the next video. Till then, peace out and have a great day.